To be honest, I thought that we can study today writing, um, but I said it's better to have some exercises on the grammar lesson that we have studied, which is the gerund phrase, because inshallah tomorrow you will have a quiz. Inshallah, I will keep it open from 12:30 to the end of the day.
Mister, the quiz will include what?
Only the gerund phrase. Only the gerund phrase.
Okay. Miss, I sent to you the homework in the LMS. The assignment.
Okay. Thank you. One more thing, considering I know that not, if not all, so most of the homework were not the model answer were not sent to you. But I thought about something that I can add all the homework sheets in the revision sheet, and so we can answer all the questions together. If I will not have time to send you the model answer. Okay, I think the number is growing now. Good morning, Iman, Wim, Ranim, and Mahmoud Isam. Good morning, Muhammad Sabri. Hello, welcome.
Good morning,
yes,
guys.
You surprised me. You're joining too early, but when I have a late class, you don't join. Is that because you are still awake from yesterday?
Huh?
Are you still awake since yesterday?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Zainab, hello. New Zaina, good morning. Haneen, hello, and Kamal, Luay. Did I miss someone? Okay, let's start. Let's share the screen. And yesterday there was a homework. I have sent it to you on the LMS. We can answer it together. Yes, here it is. That was your homework for yesterday. Hello, Zainab. Good morning. What was the question? The first one, to underline the gerund or the gerund phrase in each sentence. I'll ask you first. Yesterday, was the session helpful for you? Does it clear the anything that you are confused about it in this lesson?
Yes.
Do you feel yourself that you are satisfied with the lesson, or you still feel confused? Okay, let's check. Can I start with Hannah first? Hannah, underline the gerund or gerund phrase in each sentence, and then we'll try to discover together what's its function in the sentence.
Okay. Although he's famous today, Rodolphe Nurev's Paris on a train in Russia was a modest beginning. It's beginning.
Okay, that's right. Is it a phrase? Is it a gerund or a gerund phrase?
No, it's a gerund.
It's a gerund, that's right. And it acts like noun, verb, adjective.
Subject.
It's noun. I mean, it acts like a noun generally. Okay. Let's go to the Zainab, number 2. Zainab, you don't have it. Okay. Type. Can you, Zainab, prepare yourself to answer number 3? So you write the answer in the chat room. Okay. Let's go to Adam Beher. Adam. Adam,
Yes.
number 2.
Nurivi. Nuriv.
Nuriv,
Began
yes,
his
Nuriv began.
career by dancing with amateur groups. Began his career by dancing with amateur groups.
Okay, where the thing that you should underline? Starting from where?
Dancing.
Dancing only?
From dance with amateur group.
Yeah, that's right. Dancing with amateur group. Okay, and this is a phrase, a gerund or a gerund phrase? Is it a gerund like this one, beginning, or is it a gerund phrase?
A gerund phrase.
Yes, of course, because it has a gerund and same time it is followed by the some modifiers. A question: how did you know that this is the gerund? We said two things. It start with. Does it start with gerund? Dancing is a gerund.
No.
Not part of a verb. A verb tense, I mean.
No.
Okay. Second, does it act like a noun in this sentence? Nairobi began his great career by something, by a thing. What is it? Dancing with a amateur group. So it acts like a noun. It's not an adjective. It is not an adverb. So it acts like a noun. The question for you now, Adam, is: does it act like a subject or object of preposition or predicate nominative?
Object.
Object only?
No.
Look what preceded. What comes before it?
Boy.
What comes before the phrase? By. By is a preposition, so this phrase will be object of. It is the object of. It's preceded by a preposition, Adam, so it will be object of preposition. When the phrase is preceded by a preposition, so it will be object of preposition.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. Zainab, I believe that you're supposed to that you have written the answer. Right. Let's read it together first. One of his skills was leaping like a gazelle, I think. Leaping only? Yes, not leaping only. It's leaping like. Starting from here. Okay. And okay, can you write quickly the number one? Number one, it's a phrase because it's not only one word. This word and is connected with other words. Number two, is it a gerund phrase? Yes, because it starts with a gerund, which is leaping, and it acts like a noun. One of his skills was something. What is it? Leaping like a gazelle. So here it acts like a noun. What's this function now? Does it act like a subject? This is the question for you, Zainab. Is it a subject or object, or is it an object or preposition, or it is a predicate nominative? One of his skills was. Nope, it is not an object. It's not an object. Look at here. Number one, this phrase, this gerund phrase, it comes after a linking verb, which is was, verb to be. Number two, it renames the subject of the main sentence, which is his skills. So I just give one of his skills a name, leaping like a gazelle. So it will be. If someone know the answer, I don't mind to answer. No, not subject. Okay, we am.
predicate nominative.
Yes, excellent. It's predicate nominative. Predicate nominative. Why? Because number one, it comes after a linking verb. Number two, it renames one of his skills. Rename the subject. The subject of this sentence here is his skills. I'm just giving it another name, which is leaping like. Thank you, Zainab, and thank you, Wian. Ahmed Sameh. Ahmed Sameh.
Yes.
Number four.
Leaving Moscow changed
Nuruvi's career forever.
Leaving Moscow.
Okay. Is it a gerund or a gerund phrase?
Gerund.
Gerund only?
Please.
If it's gerund, it will be like beginning, one word. But
Yeah,
here,
gerund, please.
sure, it's a gerund phrase. What's its position?
No idea.
It's okay, sure, it's a noun. All the gerund phrases are noun. Is it a subject or object? Object of preposition or nominative
Subject.
predicate? Yes, excellent. It's a subject because why it's subject? Because it makes the action which is changing. Leaving his Moscow, this thing make the change in Nairobi's career forever. Thank you, Ahmed. Excellent.
Miss, can I ask a question?
Ask a question.
Why it's not from leaving until the end of the sentence?
This it will not be a phrase now, Noor. The phrase doesn't have a verb. Do you remember?
So
Do you remember?
yes.
If you check all the things that we have underlined, you will find that all those phrases doesn't have a verb at all. Otherwise, it will have a meaning. Okay, so let's see. Right. Amira Walid. Amira, I know that you don't have a mic, but can you prepare yourself to answer number 6, please? I show to you. Think about it and write it in on the chat room. Iman. Iman, are you here? Iman Dawood. Yes, number 5.
The dance world in London, Paris, and New York competed in praising his performance.
In London, Paris, and New York competed in praising his performance. They were to compete. It means that everyone want to praise him for his performance better than the other. This is the meaning of competing, like having a competition. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have here?
Wait.
I'm waiting.
It's it's praising his performance.
Okay, excellent. Praising his performance. Is it a gerund or gerund phrase?
Gerund phrase.
Okay, how do you know?
Because it's more than one word.
And how do you know that this is a gerund phrase already?
Because the dance world in London, Paris, and New York competed in what?
Okay, so it acts like?
Object of preposition.
No, I mean it acts like a noun. I mean, this is
yeah.
in competing in something. So it acts like a noun, and it is start with a gerund, which is praising. Now, what's its position or its function?
I think it's object of preposition.
Yes, no, without thinking, be sure it's object of preposition. Why? Because it's preceded by
in
a preposition in. That's right. Excellent. I hope that Amira, that you have written you are writing the answer in the chat room, please, the chat box. Amira, are you here? Okay. Hanin? Hanin, if you please, can you prepare the answer of question number 7? Can you write the answer number 7? And Hannah, I think you have answered the first one. Sorry, Hassan.
Yes, I answered the first.
Yes, I know. Hassan.
Yes.
Number 6, please.
At recitals in which Nureyev danced, the orchestra was often drowned out by wild cheering.
At recitals in which Nureyev danced, the orchestra was often drowned out by wild cheering.
By wild cheering?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, wild cheering.
Wild cheering. What is it then? What is wild cheering?
Object?
La, I mean, this thing that you have underlined. What is it? Is it a gerund phrase? Is it a gerund only?
Gerund phrase.
And the gerund phrase starts with wild.
No, it's just cheering.
That's right. That's cheering only. And the cheering here, is it a gerund only or a gerund phrase?
Only gerund.
Only gerund because it's one word. Okay, so, and of course it will act like a noun for a lot of reasons. Number one, the orchestra was drowned out by something, which is cheering, so it's a noun. Number two, it is described by wild. The adjective most of the time describes a noun with cheering. The cheering here is only a gerund and it acts like a noun. And if you want to know what's its function, do you know, Hassan, what would be its function here in the sentence?
Noun?
Yes, I know it's noun now. What's its function? Its position.
Yes.
What is it?
Subject,
object, predicate,
subject.
nominative.
Because it.
No, it is not a subject.
Object.
But object of a preposition, which is by. It's object of preposition, which is by. Okay, Hassan, thank you. Number 7, so the answer supposed to be to Hanin. Thank you, Hanin, really, for following up and answering the question. Watching his impossibly high leaps was an unforgettable experience. Your answer was watching him. That's right. Watching his impossibly high leaps. That's it. Excellent. It's okay. It's a gerund phrase. Number 1, because it starts with a gerund, which is watching. Number 2, it acts like a noun, because if you just cross this part and you said that something was an unforgettable experience. What is it? Watching his impossibly high leaps. So it acts like a noun. So this is the gerund phrase. And why it's a phrase? Because it has other complement after the gerund. The question, Hanin, what's its function in this sentence? It's a noun, of course, but what's its function? Hanin, are you writing? The function of this phrase. Okay, fine. Just write what's in your mind. Something was an unforgettable experience.
Miss, can I ask a question, please?
Okay.
I know
Yes.
how to get the phrase, but I don't know how to know if it's subject or object.
Okay, okay. Excellent, Haneen. It's a subject, Chris. Because the subject all the time is the one that who's doing, who did the action, who carries out the action, who makes the action. So here, this thing, which is watching him his impossibly high leaps, this thing is the unforgettable experience. So it's a subject. The whole sentence is going around the thing. Or like when you said here, another example here, when he said the leaving Moscow changed. Who changed? Who made the change?
Leaving Moscow.
So it's a subject, the subject of the sentence. When we answer the object of the preposition, when the gerund phrase is preceded by a preposition like by, like in, like by here too, so we call it object of preposition. It's preceded by, yes, preceded by the a preposition. What is the predicate nominative? Predicate nominative, it's we use, it's a function of the gerund phrase. If I find that gerund phrase comes after a linking verb, which is verb to be here, like was, verb to be in any case, was it in the past or in the present or in the infinitive form? I mean, was it am, is, are, was or were or be or been, any form of the verb to be, this linking verb, and it renamed the subject of the sentence. What's the meaning of rename the subject of the sentence? One of his skills. What is where is the subject here? His skills. One of his skills. I rename it. I give it a name. What's one of his skills? Sleeping like a Giselle. So I'm just giving another name for the subject of the sentence. So this is, we call this predicate nominative. The word nominative means to rename something. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay. Have you watched the session?
No, miss, I came yesterday
No,
late.
that's why. Yes, that's why. If you watch the session,
I will watch it after the session.
No
but
problem.
Yesterday I came late.
okay, no problem. Welcome back. I told you you were enjoying your time. Okay. Okay. The Hur.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Number 8.
Dancing.
Can you read it?
His dancing is known to everybody, to everyone.
Yes. So the answer is
Dancing
Yes,
is known.
no. Give me one thing. Is it dancing or dancing is?
Dancing.
Okay. And what is this? Is it a gerund or a gerund phrase?
Gerund.
Gerund only because it's one word. I can't add is. If I added is, it will not be a phrase. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, the dancing here, it's a noun. His dancing is a noun, and it's the subject of this sentence. His dancing is known to everyone, because is here is used to or connected to dancing. I'm speaking about dancing. So dancing here is the subject of this sentence. Thank you, Hur. Next is Judy Amr. Number 9.
Driving in a crowded city was a new experience for Nicholas. Driving in a crowded city.
Yes, excellent.
It works as a subject.
It's first. How did you know that it's a gerund phrase?
Because it starts with a verb and the ing.
So it's a gerund, you mean?
Yes.
And
it has modifiers after it.
this is a phrase, and it's especially gerund phrase. Why not to be a participial phrase? Its function, it acts like what in this sentence?
Like a noun.
Like a noun, excellent. But if it acts like an adjective, it will not be a gerund phrase. It will be perceive phrase. So driving in a
Yes.
crowd, how do I know it's a noun? Because it's followed by the verb to be, which is was a new experience. So it's a noun, and it acts. You said it acts like the function is a subject, right?
Yes.
The subject of the sentence. Thank you very much. Number 10. Kamal. Number 10. Kamal.
Yes, miss.
Number 10.
She could not stop humming that tune. Humming that tune, yes.
Okay. Gerund or gerund phrase?
Objective, miss.
Wow, great. It's the object, right? Object of what verb? I told you I will not ask you to tell me if it is direct or indirect, but this is direct, of course. She is the subject, and the action or the verb is the stop. And what thing she couldn't stop? It's something which is humming that tune. So it's the object, the thing that receive. Okay, Noor, this is an object. This is a new example. An object here, it's a direct one because it's it's received the action of stopping. She couldn't stop what? Humming. Get it?
Yes.
Okay. Type a question to all of you. A question to all of you. If I think about the number 9. Number 9. Yes, you said that driving in a crowded city. This is a gerund phrase and act like a subject. Can you turn this phrase into a predicate nominative? Can you turn it into a predicate nominative?
May I?
Sure, go on.
A new experience for Nicholas was driving in a crowded city.
Yeah, very easy. This is a piece of cake, really. That's right. Very easy. What did she do? She just make a switch. I started by a new experience for Nicholas. So I turned this phrase, a new experience for Nicholas, I turned it to be the subject of the sentence. And then followed by was, and driving in a crowded city, I renamed this experience. I use now, after mentioning it in the second part, this means that I'm renaming the subject, which is the experience for Nicholas. And number 2, it comes after was. Did you understand what we have done? Hello? Did you understand what we did now?
Yes.
Okay, type. Another thing. Let's make something else. Now let's work on the same one. Okay. No, this is number 7. Watching his impossibly high leaps was an unforgettable experience. We can do the same like number 9. We can switch watching in his impossible high leaps and begin with unforgettable experience was watching his impossibly. Okay, the session is about to end quickly. How can I change the gerund into a verb in this sentence? I want to change or transfer the gerund into a verb and make any change, but keep the same meaning.
Miss, the gerund into what?
Into a verb.
Miss,
Which
can I?
sentence?
Who said can I?
In
Iman?
which sentence? 7?
Iman? Yes, number Iman's right.
We am.
We am? Okay,
We am.
sorry. Can I? Do you look like Iman exactly? Okay, yes, number 7.
An unforgettable experience.
Yes.
To watch impossibly high leaps.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. Excellent. That's it. You can say the unforgettable experience was to watch his impossibly high leaps. Actually, not only we have turned into a verb, we have turned into an infinitive phrase. To watch. Because the infinitive, if you remember, the infinitive phrase can act like a noun. So it turns to be a noun here in the same sentence. Okay, anyway, we're supposed to have one more lesson related to this one, how to change the gerund into a verb and how to combine two sentences using a gerund phrase. Before we still have 8 minutes. Number 11. Whose turn was?
Yes, the science teacher is saying us to join now.
I still have 8 minutes, isn't it, or not?
I guess it's only 30 minutes, the session.
The session? طيب خلاص, okay, no problem. يلا. You can go, no problem. Thank you very much. And again, you have a quiz tomorrow after the online session till the end of the day for gerund phrase only. Okay, see you tomorrow, inshallah. Tomorrow you will have a social study and the writing session. Bye. Bye. Okay. Bye-bye.